Hey there, movie buffs. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of Oscar Isaac and counting down his top 10 movies. From indie gems to blockbuster hits, this talented actor has graced the screen with his incredible performances. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have Scenes from a Marriage. Written and directed by Guy Levi for HBO, Scenes from a Marriage depicts the breaking point of the relationship between Jonathan Levy, Oscar Isaac, a quiet philosophy teacher, and Mira Phillips, Jessica Chastain, a successful businesswoman. The series is an adaptation of a Swedish miniseries created by Ingmar Bergman in 1973. Jonathan Levy is a compliant, but resentful man who gets defensive whenever his marriage seems to be in danger. After his wife confesses to her latest affair, he's forced to reconsider his life. Both Chastain and Isaac were nominated for a Golden Globe for their performances in this series.
We're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk as long as it takes, okay?
But there's nothing left to say.
What is this? What is this thing where we can't talk?
Next up at number 9 is Operation Finale. Often described as one of the best modern World War II films, Operation Finale follows a secret team of Israeli agents as they travel to Argentina to find and capture Adolf Eichmann, the man responsible for transporting millions of Jewish prisoners to their deaths during the war. In one of his most challenging and complex roles to date, Oscar Isaac plays the film's protagonist Peter Malkin, who constructs a dangerous game of cat and mouse with the notorious war criminal. It's an extremely intense and unpredictable film, and one that has a lot of interesting commentary on the themes of war and conflict.
I'm not joining your hit squad.
I would happily put a bullet in between his eyes, but that's not what we're doing here.
At number 8, we have Drive. Although Oscar Isaac's role in the stylish Drive is small, he worked closely with writer and director Nicholas Winding Refn so that his depiction of a Latino character was dynamic and would leave a positive impact. From the beginning of his career, Isaac vowed not to accept roles that were racial cliches. He told the Los Angeles Times, "Often you were auditioning for the same type of role," which was very often a stereotype of what a Latin person was supposed to be. "I've seen some changing and some shifting, and that's good. But obviously, there's still a long way to go." Isaac plays Standard, an ex-convict recently released from prison who proposes a $1 million heist idea to his neighbor, a tight-lipped, enigmatic Hollywood stuntman and getaway driver, Ryan Gosling, who formed a bond with his wife Irene and son while he was incarcerated.
Hi. This guy's been telling me a lot about you. Says you've been coming around helping out a lot? Yeah, helping out?
Coming in at number 7 is The Card Counter. Coming off of a successful year of projects, Isaac cemented yet another Oscar-worthy with his role as William Tells in the 2021 movie Card Counter. William, a career gambler entrenched in criminal activity, only wants to play cards until he must work to prevent a crime. Isaac stars alongside William Dafoe, Tiffany Haddish, and more in the revenge crime film directed by Paul Schrader. Isaac has an impressive range of acting skills, from starring across popular franchises to more subdued roles. The Card Counter was more of the latter, as Schrader told Collider in an interview. It took Isaac a while to figure out the power of recessive performance. It must have worked, as the movie won Best Film during the 2021 Venice Film Festival.
Nothing can justify what we did.
Next up at number 6 is Annihilation. Ex Machina might have been Isaac's most widely known sci-fi undertaking, but just 4 years later he brought that madness to the screen in Annihilation. After Cain, Isaac disappears within a mysterious world of unnatural phenomenon. His wife Lena, Natalie Portman, embarks on a mission of her own in search of him. Isaac isn't as much part of the movie as he is the backdrop to the events which eventually take place. That is, his character exists solely in memories and warnings. But in the brief moments where Kane is on screen, he upholds a sinister performance that leaves audiences with even more questions than it does answers. Speaking of range, he did all that in 2018, a year that he also starred in 5 other major roles.
To think, my beloved Kane,
Okay.
is looking at this self-same.
Stop it.
At number 5, we have Star Wars Trilogy. Isaac's participation in Star Wars cemented his status as a bona fide Hollywood star. As Poe Dameron, Isaac brings his trademark dry humor to the role of the cocksure fighter pilot. In many ways, he echoes Harrison Ford's roguish charm as Han Solo. Isaac clearly has fun with a heroic role and shares chemistry with everyone around him, like his adorable droid buddy BB-8, but especially Finn, a former stormtrooper played by John Boyega. Their affectionate interactions sparked a rabid fan interest in having them become a couple, which, unfortunately, Disney supposedly wasn't ready for. The Force Awakens is a rousing introduction to the sequel trilogy. The controversial The Last Jedi subverted all Star Wars rules and expectations in the most fascinating way. However, it received an incredibly divisive reaction that led Disney to make safe and incongruous choices for the final installment, The Rise of Skywalker.
Why are you helping me? Because it's the right thing to do.
Coming in at number 4 is A Most Violent Year. In A Most Violent Year, Oscar Isaac portrays an immigrant fuel supplier named Abel Morales, who struggles to protect his family and business from the increasing corruption and crime in New York City. Alongside being an extremely exciting and entertaining film, it also raises plenty of important questions about the effects of both petty and organized crime on civilians and families. Despite making a disappointing profit at the box office, J.C. Shander's crime thriller received widespread acclaim from critics. It was praised for its unconventional storytelling and insightful screenplay, which is elevated by raw and grounded performances from Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain.
That is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
Next up at number 3 is Dune. On the flip side of the action-packed Star Wars is Denis Villeneuve's meditative Dune, part intimate human drama and part science fiction epic with imperialistic themes. Villeneuve fills every inch of the screen with carefully crafted visuals that are breathtaking in scope. The mythical space opera centers on a prince, Timothée Chalamet, who must protect the spice, a valuable element that makes space travel possible. His noble father, Duke Leto Atreides, Oscar Isaac, rules the planet Caladan and is gifted the planet Arrakis. He must deal with its indigenous people, the Freemen, because their home is the only place the spice can be mined. But the Duke's stewardship over this precious asset leads to a deadly conspiracy. It's rare to see Isaac in such a stately, paternal role. He dominates the screen with an authoritative yet compassionate presence. At number 2, we have Inside Llewyn Davis. Oscar Isaac delivers his most impressive performance to date in the beloved and critically acclaimed Coen brothers drama, Inside Llewyn Davis. The story follows Isaac's titular character as he struggles to maintain his artistic integrity when his music is consistently rejected for more mainstream, commercial titles. The film has loads to say about the conflict between artistry and commercialization, between integrity and conformity. It's a film that tells its story through character rather than narrative, sacrificing a linear and structured story for a more human, emotional plot.
Not for me, it's for the Gorfines. Their cat got out. Could you leave the fire escape window open?
And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Ex Machina. Alex Garland's iconic sci-fi thriller tells the story of young programmer Caleb Smith as he is challenged with assessing the intelligence of an artificially intelligent robot. The film explores the thin border between man and machine, raising considered questions about what this could mean for the future of humanity. The film blends an exciting story with insightful commentary, which leads many to label the film as one of the best sci-fi movies of the last decade. Every second of the film is thrilling to watch, and the unique characters manage to hold the audience's attention throughout the entire runtime.
You building an AI?
I've already built one. And over the next few days, you're going to be the human component in the Turing test.
And there you have it, folks. Oscar Isaac's top 10 movies that showcase his incredible talent and versatility as an actor. Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie content. See you next time.